Good morning, folks. This is Mr. Dan coming to you from the Landscape Design Classroom, and today I'm going to talk to you about community involvement in urban horticulture. The main idea here is how are private citizens involved in community horticulture projects. So if you take a look at the picture here down on the bottom or on the right here, you'll see somebody working within a community garden, which may also be a greenhouse, but probably volunteering to keep the place cleaned up and to work with the plants. So why community involvement? So green spaces add value to urban settings. Government can't do it all, and private citizens can enhance and improve their own living spaces, their neighborhoods, and public green spaces. So in your own neighborhood, reasons to improve the neighborhood landscaping: higher home values and community values, improved view, shade, neighborhood relations, and more walking and exercising. So if you take a look here on the right, this suburban community has some really nice trees going along its sidewalk, which offer a little bit of better mental health for people running down the street and not just having to look at houses the whole way down. So some gardening resources. Master Gardener programs. There's a really good one for Pennsylvania, offered through Penn State Extension. These are offered through extension services and land-grant universities. Trains volunteers, then sends them into the community to share their knowledge. Libraries, local garden centers, and just going back to the land-grant universities, our land-grant university here in Pennsylvania is Penn State University. So that is also who offers our extension service and offers extremely good opportunities for learning experiences if you check out their website. So volunteer opportunities, community boulevard plantings, walking trails, neighborhood parks, cleanup and repair, sustainability, which is preserving resources for future generations. If you take a look at the guy on the right, he's volunteering his time to do some work around this tree here, maybe adding some mulch in to make sure it's not overflowing onto the sidewalk. So community gardens, what are community gardens? It's a place where those without their own garden spaces can produce in a shared plot. So American Community Garden Association, the ACGA, which is defined as defines us as any piece of land gardened by a group of people. So about 18,000 community gardens throughout the United States. There's lots of variety. One big plot or individual sections, building community relationships, often just as valuable as the gardening activity itself. It's organized by churches, schools, hospitals, neighborhood groups, and others. And grant money is actually typically available. So if you take a look at the picture on the right, two people from different diverse backgrounds working together to cultivate this plant here. Looks like we have some kohlrabi there, we have some lettuce, there's a lot of stuff going on through the back of there. So some reasons for community gardening: personal use, sales at farmers markets, food bank donations, teaching about plants, and supplying school produce. And as you guys can see on the right side of this image here is people at a farmer's market buying and selling different goods. So it's not only just vegetables, you can always use it for flowers as well. So laying the groundwork, it's going to take planning, organized, committed leaders, and a contract with rules. So anybody coming onto your property, with the exception of kids, kids are great for helping, but you should make your guidelines clear whenever you're trying to plant a community garden. So a White House kitchen garden, this is sponsored by First Lady Michelle Obama. Or was it? Yeah, well, it was actually initially brought in by First Lady Michelle Obama. Volunteers from school groups, produce for White House meals, and a food bank. One goal is to encourage children to eat more fruits and vegetables. And then volunteers for public spaces, many opportunities here, which include public green spaces like arboretums, city parks, historical sites, or botanic gardens. And an example of this would be the U.S. National Arboretum in Washington, D.C., which averages about 13,000 volunteer hours a year. So more volunteer ideas: picking up trash along the highway, downtown flower beds, clearing debris of invasive plants, and people working together for the common good builds community relationships and invests in the future of the community. So working together can really do a lot for your community. You know, steal more ideas, you can lead tours, help with publicity, volunteer at a plant sale, use your creativity. So just like you would see at a museum, you might have a monitor or somebody that knows a lot about what's going on within that place. Same thing with a community garden and the plants around it. So somebody to tour around is a great idea. So the bottom line here, you don't need to own your own space to be an active gardener. Community gardens may be available where you can grow produce and meet people with similar interests. And there are many opportunities for volunteers to help with public gardens and green spaces. So that is the end of my presentation, but if you have any questions or would like to know anything about local community gardens around here, please reach me in the Landscape Design Classroom, and I will be more than happy to help. But have a great day, folks, and thanks for listening.